Hey, greetings. I wanted to orient you to this session reflection forum and some of the rhythms that I find to be most efficacious for people as they're working with me. If you think about it, there are a lot of things in this life that they're small things, and if you just repeat them, they accumulate and they add up and they have a big impact on you. And the session reflection forum, I've tried to nudge you towards those things that I've seen in doing the work that I'm doing for over a decade now, have the biggest impact. In an ideal world, you would fill out two forms for me, one before we met and one after we met. That is not realistic. And so I've consolidated what you would do before we met into this one form. First section is to look back. So think about before we met, exclude today, and there's the overall rating scale, ORS, is here. It's a standardized scale. It's got 4 Likert questions. So just your subjective sense of how you've been doing in the last few weeks, individually, interpersonally, vocationally, and overall. And then fill in some of the details. Help me understand some of the highs and the lows of what's been happening for you. And then it's always good to focus on the good. Pause and take a look at what is the progress that we can celebrate and the blessings that you're grateful for in your life. And let's go ahead and mark those things down. Go ahead and acknowledge those things. Then I want to ask you to reflect on our time together. If you received a scholarship from the 419 Scholarship Fund, pray for the people who gave, who made that possible. Pray that God would supply for all of their needs according to His glorious riches that have been given to us in Christ Jesus. And know that there are people who you don't know who are praying for you as well. And then think back on our time. The work we do is typically pretty deep and covers a lot of ground. And so there's invite you to pause, think back over our time, reflect on what are the 1 or 2 things that are really there for you to take and receive. Then go ahead and share your feedback on today's session. Help me to understand your experience. What was working for you? What was missing for you? I want your input. I want to be able to come alongside you and help you. And so I need to hear from you to do that. Then I want you to look ahead, and based on our time together, what are the intentions you can set, the actions you would like to take now, soon, to move forward? Be clear about those things. And then this is an interesting one, but did today spark anything you'd like to share with someone else? It seems to me, my observation is that so often grace is given at our time when it can then be shared. And it's just, you're going to probably run into somebody here soon who needs to receive the thing that you received. You'll have something to give them. And so be mindful of that. Who can you share this with? And then if there's just anything else you'd like me to know, please go ahead and share that. You can also upload a photo of anything you wrote in your journal that felt like you want to share it with me, or anything else that you'd like to share with me. You can upload a file that way. And then I encourage you to be thinking about who you might refer. Private practice like this really depends on the referrals of others. And so I think if you'll fill out this form in that way, it'll help you get the most out of our time together. I will share that with you, that feedback that I'll compile that. And every couple of months, twice a year or so, we can sit down and we can take a look at your progress. And I think that you'll find that really helpful. So I know we get a lot of forms in this world, and I do want to really ask you to just take 10-15 minutes and be serious about reflecting on this and sharing your feedback. It'll be helpful to you now. It'll be helpful to you moving forward. And it's helpful to me. So in knowing how to best support you and people like you.